Hey, all you Facebook and YouTube users out there, welcome back again today with Cooking and Canning with Michael. So, I talked about this Mexican street corn yesterday, and oh, I see steam coming out. Hold on. Alrighty, sorry about that. I've got another pot of that tadig on the stove, the Persian rice. I enjoyed it so much last night, I'm making some more, so I can have some to take to lunch. I froze the other, what was left over of the other. So I talked about this Mexican street corn in the video last night of making the tadig. So, and I talked about it this morning at the end of the video, making the stuffed green peppers. So I've got my corn ready to go. I'm gonna open it up and clean it up a bit. And I've got my Instant Pot out. And we're going to make this Mexican street corn here in just a bit. So I'll be back when we're ready to put it all in the pot. Alrighty, you guys, we're getting ready to start on this. So I've got the corn all cleaned, ran them under some water, and I've got a brush dedicated to vegetables that I clean, and I just brush them trying to get rid of all the hairs on them. And you'll never get them all. But I just wanted to show you that. Get you a brush that you can use on vegetables for scrubbing and cleaning. And alrighty, so our tadig is almost done. So I'm going to move this over to here. Bring you over here a little bit, so you can see what I am going to do. So in my Instant Pot, let me find my recipe. I've got a trivet. This is a silicone one. I put it in the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of water in there. 1.5 cups of cold water. There we go. There, you can see how the corn is crisscrossed in the pot. So, alright, so now we're going to put the lid on and seal it. And we're going to plug the pot in. And we are going to cook this on high pressure. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, cook your corn as normal. Just put it in boiling water and cook it until it's done. We're going to go pressure, and we're going to choose vegetable. And we want to go for high. And we want to go, it says 4 minutes, but I'm going to go 8 minutes, because I like my corn done. Sorry about that. You all couldn't see me over there, could you? So, we've got the corn going. So now what we need to do is make the sauce that goes on Mexican street corn. So I'm going to go gather the ingredients. We can make this while this is working, while this is cooking the corn. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've got the ingredients. I've got a bowl to work with. So it's basically mayonnaise. Alexa.
Your rice timer is done.
Alexa, cancel timer.
Rice timer stopped on Michael's Echo Dot.
There we go. It's basically mayonnaise, sour cream, cotija cheese, which is a Mexican cheese, and lime juice, and then we're going to add some chili powder and some cilantro. So I'm going to get me a third a cup of mayonnaise here. Get something to measure it with. Usually I would just reach in here and scoop it and get mayonnaise all over me. So there's a third a cup of mayonnaise, roughly. You don't have to be exact with the measurements. And a third a cup of sour cream. Ooh. Third a cup of sour cream. And I'm just going to get a whisk to whisk this all together. I'm going to whisk the mayonnaise and the sour cream together. Okay. And we need half a cup of cotija cheese crumbled. So I'm just going to manually crumble it. It's a very crumbly cheese to begin with. A very compact brick of cheese. But it crumbles pretty easy. We're going to say I'll finish this and that'll be it. Go ahead and mix that in. And we need the juice of half a lime. So that's about maybe a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon. I'm going to do a couple. Alright, so now I'm going to get my other ingredients. Let's see, I've got some dried cilantro somewhere. Hiding back here somewhere. I had to hunt for it the other day. Here it is. And chili powder. I need some chili powder. Where's my chili powder? Right here. Dried cilantro. You might have to go to a specialty store to find this. I'm going to make it a well-rounded teaspoon. And then a teaspoon of chili powder. Again, a well-rounded teaspoon of chili powder. There we go. What's going on? Do this to kind of break up those other clumps of the cheese. And you're going to end up with a sauce that looks like this. Now I'm going to taste it to see if it needs more lime juice. Nope, I think that's good. Okay. So we've got that ready to go. And we are down to, oh, it just reached temperature. So we got to go 8 minutes.
Your pot timer is done.
Alexa, stop. That's not pot the way you're thinking pot. That has to do with rotating the pot that I'm cooking the tahdig in so that I get an even browning on the bottom of the tahdig. So I'm going to turn this down to very low. And I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I'll be back when the corn is done. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes to go on the pressure cooker to finish the corn. Mexican street corn is typically, what they do is they roast the corn on a grill, and it gets blackened in certain spots. Now, if you want to, you could put this cooked corn, you could pop it under a broiler for a little bit. As a matter of fact, I may do that. Let me get this stuff all out of my oven. And I just may try doing that. It won't take long at all. Let me raise the, put this right up at the top and turn the broiler on. My mother always liked the corn, after it was cooked, she liked to pop it in the oven and broil it so it got brown on the sides. So we'll do this in kind of honor of her. Miss her dearly. You know, you never get over the loss of a family member. I think especially a mother and the father. Yeah. You never get over it, but you know, you learn how to go on. You learn how to go on. Alright, so this is done. So I'm going to turn it off, put it on warm, and I'm going to let the steam escape, and I'll be back when that's done. Alright, so the lever just released so I can open the pot. So we'll take a look inside together. Oh, look at that corn. Doesn't that look beautiful? I just love good corn. So I've got my stuffed green pepper here that we made earlier today. I'm going to have that for dinner. And I'm going to get me a piece of corn. Whoop, hold on, let me get my rice first. Let me get my rice. My tadig. And now I'm going to get me a piece of corn. I'm going to go with this one. And then what you do... Oh, I was going to broil this, wasn't I? So let me get two. Let me get 2 good ears of corn. Go with this. Here, this one. That one looks good. And I'm going to throw these under the broiler. And we'll rotate them from time to time. Move that out of my way before I tip that over. I'll be back when these are done broiling. Okay, so now let's take a look at this corn. You got a first-hand look at it, very close-up look at it. So this is it, all nice and roasted. Come on, stupid thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this sauce. I've got a silicone brush here, and I'm just going to brush it onto the corn. This is quite messy to eat. You'll definitely want to have some napkins ready to go. And you want to put this on pretty generously. And that's it, folks. Mexican street corn. So, that's how you make the Mexican street corn. You don't have to broil it if you don't want to, but I thought, why not? Stuffed pepper, tadig, Persian rice, and Mexican street corn. American, Persian, Mexican. What a mix. Alrighty, I'm going to go and enjoy. You have a good evening. Bon appetit. Remember that life is beautiful. And don't forget, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you won't get notifications of the upcoming videos. And I still have quite a few in mind. So, anyway, subscribe, please, as a favor to me. Alright, we'll see you all later in the next video. Bye-bye.